This is tutorial 5-3 and it follows right after 5-2. In this one we're going to be learning about what shapefiles are. We're first going to open up the art catalog and find this shapefile in here. They want us to be familiar with what a polygon shapefile looks like in art catalog, and it's this little box with 3 dots and lines in it. And this one right here is a point feature. If we open up some other ones, those are 2 polygons. This would be a line feature. These would be text boxes. This is a covered layer file. So with that done, we're going to X out of there. And in here, we are going to go to see what a shapefile looks like in a regular folder. All these ones right here are just that one polygon shapefile. If you had to move this to another file, you would have to select all of these in order to move it, or you would have an error. Okay, with that, we're going to move on to what a coverage is. We're going to start off by opening up a new map. And we're going to just add the data that the book asks us to. If you double click on it, it will bring us inside the coverage. There is actually 5 things that make up the coverage. So you have to click on it once, then click the add button. And this was what it looks like. If we open up the attribute table, we can see what's inside it. It might look like a shapefile, but it is not, because you cannot edit it. To edit a coverage, you have to turn it to a shapefile. And you just do that by right clicking and going down to data and then export data. We want to choose all features. Sometimes you only use selected features, and you can also use features in view extent. That's if you're zoomed in or zoomed out. Then we come down here, you save it where you want to and give it a name. Then just click OK. Once it's done, it'll ask if you want to add it. Just say yes. And now we can go into this and we could edit it if we wanted to. And that's it for coverage files. We're going to be going in now and we're going to look at CAD files. A CAD file is a computer aided design. It's basically a drawing. And it's a lot like a coverage. I'll show you in a second. If we double click on it, it's made up of multiple parts, just like before with a coverage. This is used in other programs. These are all the things that make it up. They just want us to look at it. So once you look at it, you can remove it. And we're going to go in and we're only going to add polygons. Now, if we go into the properties for this and go to the drawing layers, we can turn on and off certain things. Let's turn off that, and it gets rid of the outline there. And you can change the colors, you can change some other things, but to really edit it, you have to export it just like we did before. You just right click, go down to data, and export. Now with that done, we're going to export a shapefile to a CAD file. So we're going to get out of this, click OK, and we're going to add a street file. This is a line feature. You can tell by the little line. Now to use this, we can only use it in ArcMap, but if we wanted to use it in a program like AutoCAD, we'd have to export it as a CAD drawing. So we just right click, go down to data, and export to CAD. You can choose multiple layers to include into a CAD drawing. They want us to change the output type to DWG R2007. That might be similar to like Microsoft Word, how they have different editions, like they have a DOC file and DOCX file. So keep stuff like that in mind. And they want us to check this box down here. Once done, just click OK. Right down here, it shows you that it's drawing. Sometimes this can take a while, especially the first few times you use it. The more you use it, it seems the quicker that it goes through things. Just gonna turn off, and that's what we drew. Over here, it looks like we have a lot, but if you turn off these, and these, those are nothing. The only thing really is just this down here. But it can be used in another program like AutoCAD. In this one, we're going to be adding two data shape files. One of them is in data files, and it's the earthquakes DBF. It's a table. And the other one is going to be in United States Geodatabase, and it's the California counties. Now we're going to use this table to create point features. There's two ways to do this. The first way is we right click on earthquakes, we go to display XY. In here we choose X and Y. And in it assigned a coordinate system, it just picked the one that set the coordinate system. Seeing that CA counties was the first shapefile with a coordinate system, it assigned it to this. So we're just gonna press OK. And as you can see, we now have the earthquakes in California, or around it. But the way the book shows us is a little different, and I'm going to show you what that one looks like. Go up here to open up catalog. You right click earthquakes, you go to create class or feature class, and from XY table. Looks very similar to the previous one, but you have to assign a coordinate system. They give you one in the book that you can type in or try looking for, but if you opened up the properties tables for CA counties and look at the source, you'll see that it's the same. So I'm going to import their coordinate system just by clicking on that, and as you can see, it is the same. Okay, now with that done, I'm going to click OK. And in here is where we would save it. Just give it a name or something. And when that's done, you just click OK. Now, you notice nothing else was added. That's because you have to actually add this now. So we go down to our exercise folders and we add it. Click and drag. And turn off the one that we created in the other one. And we just go over to our data view and we drag it above counties. And there they are again. Now you might be asking, why not do it the first way? It seemed a lot quicker and easier. This earthquake events is a temporary file. If I don't save it or export it as a shapefile, it will not exist anymore. Once I shut down ArcMap, it's gone. This is now a shapefile that will stick around. I have to go in and delete it if I want to get rid of it. So if it's something one-time use, the other way is pretty good. Honestly, I think just right-clicking in here and creating XY and converting it later is easier, but feel free to use either way. And that's it for tutorial 5-3.